Let's kick things off. Tom, go ahead.
Just update wise, I didn't see Leuven out there.
Yeah, so Edu, right now we're going to get an MRI on him today to get some more evaluation on a hamstring. But we just wanted to protect him right now, obviously. So he'll get some imaging done today, and then we'll monitor that. We'll evaluate it tonight and see if he's in our plans for the weekend.
Yeah, so he's questionable.
Yeah, questionable is the right way I would put it. Yeah.
And then the other, I mean, Durkin and Cedric and other guys who weren't out there.
Yeah, Cedric and Chris won't feature this weekend for us. We're just trying to get them obviously healthy now, get them recovered. So yeah, those two we'll just keep at home and get them nice and healthy.
And is that why you had some City 2 guys up today? Do you might possibly use them this weekend?
We're looking at them. Obviously, the most important thing on these types of days is that we have enough players to get realistic pictures for the team when we train. So having, 20, 21, 22 field players is always important for us. Mm-hmm. Plus, Brendan and Haziel have been doing very well with City too, and we want to reward those guys and give them an opportunity to come up and train.
So is this just a more orderly week for you? Obviously last week was not an orderly week. Was this week more how ran the way you'd like to see it go?
Yeah, it was comfortable for me. Obviously, a 4-day build is something that I enjoy. It gives us a good chance to work with the players on both sides of the ball. Again, try to continue to work on the footballing side, trying to improve as a team. We know we celebrated the win, we celebrated the result last week, but these guys came in on Sunday already hungry for next week and Portland. So they've been really focused in training this week. I've been very, very happy with them. So yeah, I feel like we're going to go out and have a good game.
Oh, and is Zande's back and everything's okay with him?
Yeah, everything's fine. Zande's back. He's trained well. He's worked hard. So yes, he will be in our plans this weekend.
Justin, then Charlie.
Coach, you mentioned midweek about how your last game with City 2 was against Portland's MLS Next Pro side. Obviously, there's differences with how two teams and the MLS teams play, but were you able to kind of learn some things about how Portland would set up for this weekend, just kind of looking ahead?
Yeah, we have a great staff, obviously, in the back room that creates scouts and creates plans in how we want to play against each opposition. So we feel prepared that we know how they're going to come out and attack us. We know how they're going to defend. So now it's going out there and, making minor adjustments in the shape to give the lads as much success on the weekend as possible. So familiar with, obviously, the club in general. I spend a lot of time watching games. But, yeah, we've got a good plan in place.
Going up against someone like Phil Neville from a managerial standpoint, Englishman on Englishman, do you see some tendencies there that you kind of feel, that you kind of know going into this one?
Yeah, he'll be aggressive. He'll be intense. Most English coaches are. But like I told you guys last week, I'll go out, I'll respect him, I'll shake his hand before and after the game, but I'm here to compete. I'm here to win. So yes, another great competitor to come up against, but I'm here to take this team to go get 3 points.
Thank you.
Just curious on the health of Tomas Ostrak. Hasn't played more than 70 minutes this season. Do you think he's fit to play maybe a 90 on Sunday?
He's fit. He's training well. Obviously, he's healthy. For him, obviously, we're just continuing to look at the sharpness as well. But he's obviously a player right now that can continue to help this team in more specialized moments that we're looking for.
And then Henry Kessler has been a little bit on and off recently with the injury that he's been dealing with. How's he faring right now?
Who was that? Sorry,
Henry Kessler.
Yeah, he's healthy. He's good. So Kessler's come in this week. He's had a good week of training. Obviously, last week we were monitoring some of his loads, but this week he's had a good week of training. He's got through the training well. So you'd expect to see him in our plans also.
Coach, when you shake Neville's hand before the game, will you remind him who won the Premier League this year?
No, probably not. He probably won't take that news too well, right? So
he's used to it by now.
Most likely, yeah.
Other opposite ends of the soccer spectrum. Can you compare what it was like for you to experience Liverpool winning the Premier League this year with what's happened in your life by being an MLS coach and the joy of the first win? Is like to a fan, right? Because you're a fan of Liverpool, right?
Yes.
Translate that for a fan. Like, what's it like? Geez, we won this game, my first game in this league. That's got to be just kind of mind-boggling, right?
Yeah, I mean, The one thing I noticed from Liverpool this year, which this team shows similar qualities, is you have to have a culture and you have to have a full squad that can come in and be healthy, competing with each other for positions. That's what led to Liverpool's success, and that's what's going to lead to this team's success, is having a good culture together, having healthy competition. It's very, very important. So these guys are doing a great job of competing with each other, but we told them this week we all wear the same badge on our chest. So we respect each other. We work hard to compete against each other, and that's why Liverpool were a good team this year. Yeah.
We'll go virtually to Beth and then Jeremy.
Hi, Coach. I'm curious about how you've prepared the team for the 12th man experience in Portland, considering that you place such an emphasis on the fans in St. Louis.
Yes, I've heard good things about Portland and their fans. I think our guys now, our 12th man is our squad and is our staff. But these guys also know, even when we travel, we have a lot of fans watching the game, supporting the team. So yes, you're away physically from home, but these guys know that they still have the support of the city and the community behind them, and that's what will hopefully get them over the line this weekend.
Jeremy, go ahead.
A couple of questions for you, Coach. The first on Edu Leuven, was it an injury from training or a knock from the last game?
It's just a situation where I would say right now he's been in a position where he's closely, in my opinion, being honest with himself. He's had a good 2 weeks of intense training. Obviously, we know he's had situations away from the field as well. We're all aware of it, that has put him in a position where he might feel some fatigueness in his life. So we want to respect that. We want to respect his body. And for Edu, he's a massively important piece to the team. We still have many games left in the league. Yes, we want to go out and compete and win this weekend, but we have to be mindful of future upcoming weeks also. And that's what we're doing with Edu.
Thanks. And then finally, shifting to Portland, your first game as the manager for an away fixture. How do you focus on getting the team to be positive and on the front foot from the jump, as the MLS can be kind of a league where it's difficult to play away from home?
I'm a massive believer in how you train is how you play. So this weekend we've trained with intensity. We've been on the front foot in training. That should directly correlate to how we approach ourselves on the game on the weekend. Yes, there is home and away advantage probably in every single league in the world, but we're going out there with a similar philosophy to how we play at home. And the big one is to compete, to be intense, to go and win a football game. So it won't change.
With Edu, Coach, did he give you a sense of frustration? He was so proud to have played a full 90 and to be able to contribute with the team finally after such a long time, and now he has this injury. Is there a level of frustration there? That's something that happened this week with him.
Yeah, it's fair to say that. I mean, obviously, a lot of these guys, as players, probably their biggest frustration is injuries, because it's uncontrollable, right? They can't control that moment. So frustration or probably disappointment is probably a better word I would use for him, because he wants to be involved with this team. He wants to help this group of lads go on and again compete for a playoff spot and win football games. So it's fair to say he's probably disappointed in the news. Yeah.
And did you get a sense that that the players are maybe training with a little bit more oomph and pep in their step after winning? It's been so long in MLS play that you guys had gotten a win. Did you feel that in training this week that they were practicing with a little bit more energy?
Yeah, I think excitement is a good word we've talked about with the team. They were excited this week. They showed up. They enjoyed their craft and their work. But while they're enjoying it, like I said, they're intense when they're out there. For me, that's a healthy environment, is when you can enjoy working hard. And they've done that this week. So yeah, obviously fair to say a little bit of more smiles, but we also know at the same time that it's one win for us. We're still here to prove more than we can just win one game of football every now and then. Now we've got to build consistency with the group.
We'll go to Rocky and then wrap up with Tom Thurman after.
Hey, Coach Critch. You're staring down the barrel, potentially having to go into a game with a completely different double pivot in the midfield there without Edu and with Conrad on the red. Just how difficult is it? How does that factor into your preparations this week, knowing that such an important part of your team might have to get completely changed out from what it was just a week ago?
Yeah, we're coming up against a dangerous front four in Portland. But I told these guys I want them to express themselves. I want the mentality to be, show us why you should be on this team. So it might look like a double pivot for us, but I trust in the players I'm putting in them positions this weekend. I think they can go and get the job done. So personnel might look a little different. The style will remain the same. And again, I trust my players. So I'm excited to see the two new players in them positions compete this weekend.
Tom?
Yeah, was it disappointing to see Conrad get that second yellow there that late in the game at that point and have to miss a game because of it?
Yeah, obviously he's a good player. He's a great player. He helps the team a lot. I think it's natural when you increase the intensity and you increase the aggression and what we're asking for to try and control the moments. He's an excellent professional. I think he knows maybe getting the two yellows wasn't if he could go back obviously and do it all again, he wouldn't. But at the same time, he was trying to win a football game. Maybe delaying a restart, he felt like was the moment needed on the field to try and stop the ball going in the back of the net. So again, for him, there's no punishment. There's none of that. It's just he was competitive. He was a warrior. He tried to help his team win a game. Yes, it led to some yellow cards, but it's okay. We'll move on.
Now that you've had a week of doing this, everything you've dreamed of, time of your life out there?
Yeah, it's fair to say that. It's fair to say I've had a great week. I've enjoyed every moment of it. For me, I'm trying to remain focused because that's what this team needs. These guys need a coach that puts himself second to the team and is just very focused on helping them. And that's been my main objective. So I try to soak it in, like I told you guys, when there's moments, I try to soak it in and enjoy it. But my mindset right now is always about the players and trying to win a football game each week for them guys.
This is the halfway point of the season. Do you look at this though as the halfway point, or is there kind of with a reset, is the halfway point somewhere in the future?
No, this is a reset. But again, I think the objective of this club is clear: is to try and compete for a playoff spot. Obviously, we're in a tough situation now. We're looking at an uphill battle, but it's mathematically possible. So while it's mathematically possible, we still need to believe that we can do it. And these guys are doing that. But for us, we have to understand where we're at in the season as well. Just more with teams being, fatigued and tired and getting to know each other's styles. But we've changed a lot in what we do. So I'm answering both kind of aligned. For us, it's a reset because we've changed a lot. But at the same time, we have to respect where we are in the season and what we need to try and accomplish to compete for the playoff spot.
Rich, thank you.
Thank you, guys.
Gentlemen, lady.
Tom, go ahead.
How good did it feel to win, and just how good are the good feelings within this team right now?
Oh, it feels great to win, to get the 3 points. We wanted this 3 points for a long time, like in 11 games, if I'm not mistaken. So to get the 3 points, it's a good way to get us going this season, keep us alive to the fight to the playoffs, and just it feels better to work during the week, to practice, to try new things, to improve Coach Crit's ideas, and yeah.
You just sense it just within the team, within the room, just everyone's in a better mood.
Of course, everybody is in a better mood because when you win, everything it's good, It's tough when you're losing, and we have to keep working, keep trying to give our best in practice to give the best to compete to get your spot. So yeah, with the win, everything it's better, everything is easy, and I hope next week we have the same.
As an attacking player, how much do you like going back to the 4-2-3-1, which has more attacking players?
Oh, I love this formation, give us, but it doesn't mean I don't have to defend, it's we still very aggressive, but the thing I think it's better because we value more the ball. We still want to have the identity to press the other teams, be aggressive, but now I think we value more the ball. we more patient in our build up. So this is very good for me. And individually, I love to play wide in the wing, to attack, to be like offensive, to create chance for our team. But I also gonna do the dirty work if needed. If I need to go back and defend, I'm gonna do it.
Has this been an easy adjustment to make since you guys had played that formation so
Yeah,
much?
because I think a lot of the guys that we have were used to this formation, so it wasn't like a big change. But now it's just to keep practicing because it needs more reps, you know, to be more comfortable with the ball, more confident, to build this confidence with the ball. Because off the ball, we have dogs and we're gonna fight for the ball, but now we gotta be better on the ball. And I think we can do better.
So you're kind of on that point, Critchley mentioned midweek that the stat of the team getting the ball back was higher than it's been, over the past year and a half. Like, did it feel like it was just getting back to that city DNA on Saturday and then
Oh,
going into training this week?
definitely feels good, you know. Everybody showed like I felt like in that game, it sounds like everybody was playing for the 3 points, fighting for every ball. So sometimes it wasn't the best touch, or we lost a easy ball, but everybody was in this fighting spirit to fight for the 3 points, fight for the win. And I think it should be like that every game, but now with a better touch, better on the ball. And it's gonna be with more reps, more practice. Because I think last week we had only like 2 sessions, and I think now more time is gonna get better and better.
Yeah, does it feel like, because last week it was kind of fast and furious, getting ready for Saturday. Now that you've had that
Yeah,
whole week,
but
you're
in the
ready?
same time, it was very easy because we have like a good staff that that communicate with us very good, show us videos how we can do better our job. So it makes it easier for us during the weekend. So we already know what to do.
Thank you, Célio.
Hey, Célio, you've been through 4 coaches now, 3 coaching changes. How has this one been a little bit different from?
Heck, I was injured, but in City too.
Fair.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, it's tough, you know. But like, I think I learned at this point, like it's the business of football, you know. Come and go, but we trying to do our best. Sometimes doesn't work, but what we're trying to do is give our best and listen to them, because of course they come here and they want to do their best, and we gotta help each other, you know. Coaches help us and we help the coaches, and I think that's the way that we succeed, working together and doing for the team.
Yeah, and you talked about the new system. You feel more comfortable maybe in the out wide wing position, trying to be more dynamic in that sense. Do you feel like Coach Critchley has helped you with that kind of formation change and helping you get back to where you feel more comfortable?
Oh, for sure, because he gives me like the freedom to work with my strengths, you know. But also like sometimes I gotta defend, you know. I gotta go back all the way in the back to defend, and I'm gonna do it for the team if we're gonna make us have the 3 points. But it definitely gives me more freedom to be more like myself more, and I still need I gotta be like me again, you know. I felt like before I was a little different, but now it definitely gives more confidence to be myself, to be this aggressive winger, to take people on the dribble and trying to create chances to help the team win.
Tom?
Célio, do you feel like maybe the team, the players, were losing their belief? And do you think this past weekend we saw a team regaining belief in itself?
It's hard, like lose the belief, but it was a tough moment for us, you know. But I still think, yeah, we were losing, so it's hard to keep the atmosphere like positive. But everybody in there is a professional, and they trying to do their best. They trying to do it for their families, and so but it was a hard times, you know. Things wasn't working our way, the way we were playing. So I think it was a good change, a fresh change, like a fresh start. And I think we started with the right foot, you know, with the 3 points. So give us a confidence. All right, we can do it, and gives us like more. All right, now we gotta work to be better, because we won, but I still think our team has the potential to do even better than how we showed last weekend.
And you mentioned this, but could you go a little bit further into? It sounds to me like you say you have the freedom now. You feel the freedom now to take the opponent on, whereas maybe before you were trying to fit into a system. Now the basic you is the guy who takes the other guy on, right? Or not?
Yeah, like can be like that, but like I'm a versatile player, so whatever the coach needs me to be, I'm gonna go and do my best. If he needs me as a left wing back, of course I'm gonna try and do my best. If he needs a center back, I'm gonna do it for the team. But of course, when you like the coach, he knows me and he likes to play me in my position, this position that I'm really confident at, that gives me more opportunities for the 1v1s, the 2v1s, you know, like. And I think this is just a benefit for the team, because if you put like every player in a position that they comfortable at, it's gonna just make the team succeed, you know, create more chances, and yeah.
Kevin?
Celio, when you go that long without winning in MLS play, when you finally do get that, what was that feeling like, that taste like, and how do you guys now take that into every week and
mean,
continue to strive
yeah.
for that?
Of course, it's a very good feeling. We're trying to enjoy in the locker room after the win. You know, we enjoy there. But like as soon as we go to the practice the other day, it's over. The game is over. Now we have to work for the next game. So we're trying to be solid. You know, because one win, everybody can do it. But now we want to do consistently. Like every weekend in and weekend out, we want to win, to take the 3 points. But it's, of course, it's very good to win. And now, but we keep like our feet on the ground, humble, because we still have a lot of work to do.
What from maybe the match or maybe the weeks prior has been sustainable that you guys can tap into to help you guys continue to win games in terms of practices, principles, things that you guys are doing on the field? What is something that you guys can keep doing that can help you win games?
Okay, yeah, I think it's practice. You know, it's very cliche to say, oh, we wanna just work hard, but no, if we keep like our focus, if we play in practice like we wanna play in the game, I think that's the way to keep winning, keep competing, because we have more than 25 players and everybody wants to be in the starting 11, and the best way is competing with each other. You never know what can happen, so everybody's gotta be like ready, because the other player, it's if you don't play good, the other player is gonna go there in practice and give their best and show, and you're gonna be in the bench. So I think the key is this: like everybody's ready to when needed, he's ready to start a game. So I think that's the key. Everybody fully fit. You know, of course, some things you cannot control, some injuries, but the things you can control, we gotta control and gotta do like a good job in that.
We'll go to Jeremy, then go to Charlie, then finish with Tom.
Célio, during the winless streak, there were a couple of instances where you had outwardly gone up to the fans after games and apologized for performances. I'm just curious, could you talk a little bit about why you did that, if that's your role in kind of maintaining the relationship with the fans, or just the thought behind that?
No, it's just because it's like I take accountability. Me and the guys, it's just they spend their money to travel, and then they go to our away game, and we didn't like do like we come with, sometimes we can lose, but like we didn't do our best, or we didn't play a good style of football, or we didn't had a good game. So it's not like it's just I just feel bad, you know. So it was just like, come on, guys. It's just like, I'm sorry, but like I know we can do better, and we're gonna work to do better. It's just to show them that like we really care and we want to do better for them, you know, because they come here, they give all the support on the internet, off the internet when they come to the game. So it's just like to show that we want to give them something back too. But yeah.
Yeah, Charlie.
Celio, you talked about the weather earlier. You maybe talking about, or Critch did talking about, he likes the rain a little bit. Maybe not yourself. It's been rainy and foggy all week, kind of lackluster weather. It's going to be really sunny and a little bit more soccer weather for you. How do you think that's going to play into your performance, or maybe you to feel a little bit more comfortable in that sense?
Oh, I like the rain too, to play in the rain. The balls, like the field's wet. I like, but it's gonna be like last weekend. Last weekend when we play against San Jose, it was very hot, very dry. So I think we had that good game there to come to this weekend, prepare and ready, because I think it's gonna be on 90s, I think. So it's gonna be very hot, but we're ready. It's gonna be hot for both teams. It's 11 against 11, so it's no excuses, and we're gonna go there to give our best performance and get out of the 3 points to keep building this momentum. Yeah.
How well did you get to know Critch? You guys have both been around here for a long time.
Yeah.
How much path crossing though has there been?
I mean, we did like talk too much, but when we see each other in the corridors, we always chat a little bit. Like after a game, he asks how was the game, how I felt. So it was always like we always have like good conversations. But now, like to know him better, to know how he like gives like a training session, it's very nice. Like he's very communicative. So it's good. It's good to have like feedbacks on training. You know what you can do better. You know where you're doing wrong. And so it's always good because it's only make us better. So I'm very. It's been very good first weeks, and the training sessions very nice, very intense, and we value the ball much more now. So it's very good. I like a lot.
And how do you look at the road to the playoffs from here, that what you guys have to do over the last half of the season?
No, what we have to do, we gotta win games, man. That's the only way. And of course, not trying to like be funny, but like it's the only way. It's winning games, and yeah, it's gotta win the games. It's not a secret. You gotta go there, give the best, and get out without regrets. Oh, I could have done this better. No, we gotta go there, give it all, get tired, and get out of the 3 points. And then we celebrate in the locker room, come back here, work again, and do it again. That's I think we can do better. Have this, be more solid, be like a team that can consistently like win games.
And this team can do that?
We definitely can do that.
So yeah, thank you.
Thank you.